Hey, what's up guys and gals, my name is Ricknineg. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at the Three Stooges, more specifically the 44th short film released by Columbia Pictures on January 19th, 1940. The short is called You Nazty Spy. Now of course, Nazty is a play on the word Nazi. Filming took place between December 5th and 9th. 1939. Now this is the first short released in 1940, which does begin the whole quote-unquote season 3 of the Three Stooges shorts, which runs from 1940 to 1942. Thanks as always to the loyal subscribers who have always supported what I do, but I do want to welcome all the new subscribers and remind you that I have the 43 other short films of the Stooges condensed with all the bloopers and facts that you'd ever want to know, and I'd highly recommend that you check them out. I do want to make a note that a lot of these shorts that are coming in this season and the next one as well are not really seen in syndication because they're seen as quote-unquote controversial to some people and just not shown on regular primetime TV. And so I do want to give you that heads up that there will be some topics that some people find, well, maybe not their favorites in terms of the Stooges, but I'm here to bring you all their content. Now this short begins with a title card sequence with a disclaimer reading, "Any resemblance between the characters in this picture or any persons, living or dead, is a miracle." This is a very interesting note, and it's not seen in many Stooge shorts. The story is based loosely on the Stooges taking over and becoming the dictators of this country called Moronica. Mo plays a type of parody of a Hitler character. We have Curly, who's playing a parody of Hermann Göring of the Third Reich. And of course we have Larry Fine, who plays Joseph Goebbels, the propaganda minister. Now of course the Stooges aren't named the characters in which they're playing. They have other names. The boys are named Mo Hailstone, Curly Gallstone, and Larry Pebble. Now You Nazty Spy satired the Nazis and the Third Reich and helped publicize the Nazi threat in a period when the US was still neutral about World War II. Its sentiments was prevalent amongst the public. Now there were some senators that objected to Hollywood films that had anti-Nazi propaganda in order to mobilize the public for war. However, You Nazty Spy was the first Hollywood film to spoof Hitler. It was released 9 months before Charlie Chaplin's film The Great Dictator came into theaters, which began filming in September 1939. You Nazty Spy was filmed between December 5th and the 9th, 1939, as I had mentioned. So, however, this film does take the cake for being the first to do it. Now, there was a Hays Code which prohibited films like this to be produced, in which they had to portray these historical and prominent people fairly, quote-unquote. However, since these were shorts, they were not scrutinized as much as the feature-length films, and so the Stooges got away with it. This was the first Three Stooges short to open not with the classic Columbia Pictures logo that you see here, but instead replaced with this one with, of course, the logo and the Stooges heads all in the same frame. Now, I don't think I have to tell you what the symbol spells out, but I will let you know that Moronica for morons parodies the Nazi slogan Deutschland den Deutschen, which means Germany for German. Now this short would make Mo the first American actor to portray or imitate Adolf Hitler in a released film, although as I said, Chaplin's portrayal was shot before this film went into production. For this reason and many others, Mo Howard and Larry Fine cited You Nazty Spy as their favorite Three Stooges short. Now You Nazty Spy was followed by a sequel, I'll Never Hail Again, in 1941. The fictional country of Moronica would also appear in the short Dizzy Pilots, which aired in 1943. While you guys and gals love facts, I know you also love bloopers. This short is kind of short on them, but I do have this blooper for you. If you look, it's right in front of you. Did you see it? Look right in the middle. Felix Adler. It's misspelled. It's supposed to be Felix Adler. Look at that big blooper right in that title sequence. Now, if you're a fan of the Stooge short, They Stooged the Conga, Larry uses the alias Moronica as well.
It's a helping hand. We will extend them 2 helping hands and help ourselves to our neighbors.
Here's another blooper for you guys and gals. We all know that the Stooges, all 3 of them, are mad professionals and always stay in character. However, look at this part and especially pay attention to Larry, as when Mo is speaking, he can't help but giggle and give a little smirk at the reaction to what Mo is saying. Did you see it? I'll slow it down and play it for you again. Now, in case you didn't know, all the Stooges were Ashkenazi Jews. They occasionally worked in a word or two of Yiddish into their dialogue. However, in this short, they have a lot of examples of this. There's a lot of Jewish and Yiddish cultural references. Two that I'll mention: Blvd, which was used several times in the film. It's a Yiddish word meaning beans. And Salam Aleikum, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, literally means peace unto you. It's a standard Hebrew greeting meaning hello, pleased to meet you. There's even another instance where Mo says, I've had it in the belly button in Yiddish. Now in this image, you may have noticed that there's a billiards 8-ball that was used as a fortune-telling device in the scene with the female spy, Maddie Herring. This predates by 10 years the popular toy fortune-telling device, the Magic 8-ball, which was first marketed in 1950. Now before we finish, let me end with this blooper. Mo calls in the stormtroopers. Now watch as they march. The third one accidentally hits Curly, and he reacts but not so much, but the woman next to him reacts at Curly reacting. It's pretty funny. I'll play it for you in slow motion. First look at Curly's reaction, then immediately to the woman on his left. Well, that's it for this short, guys and gals. This short was absolutely loaded with facts and a few bloopers. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, don't forget that there is a full playlist with almost 45 videos of all the Stooge shorts that I am sure you will enjoy. And the reason why I point them out is because not all of these are shown in syndications. Many Stooge fans have told me, Rick, how'd you get this short? And the reason is because not all of them are released in syndication. So hopefully you get to watch those in my playlist for free. We'll see you next time, guys and gals. Always stay positive, always better yourself, and most importantly, be hope.